welcome back to more Space Engineers. And so today, what we're going to be doing is working on the space station a little bit. I'm still working on the parts, or still working from the parts that I brought up with me on the first trip. So for y'all, it's like basically I haven't stopped working on the station. As you can see, I've got a little bit more of the framework in place. I need to put some lights in this place because it is already getting dark up here. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and put in 10 solar panels. The way that we've positioned them, they should be getting power no matter which way the sun is at. This is one of the reasons why I was looking for the orbit of the sun. Yeah, I know. In real world, you know, the planets orbit the sun, and this one, the sun orbits the planets. So once I figured out where the node was coming around, or I should say where the sun was orbiting, basically it skims across the top of the planet and is just going counterclockwise here. So what I did is I tried to position the solar panels in such a way is that no matter where the sun's at, they're going to be pulling power. So in theory, as long as nothing drastically shifts, we should actually be pretty good for power at this point. We do still have the large reactor. Where we're going to start using, or start draining, or I should say drawing on the large reactor's power supply is once we get the assemblers and refineries up and running, because we are going to have a couple of both up here. Because like I said, this is a way station. The whole idea is that you drop things off, you pick stuff up, you continue on your way. Alright, so the next thing that I want to put in, simply because of the fact that I am kind of tired of floating around in here when I get out of that wonderful little device, is gravity generator. Now, originally I had thought to put it here under the reactor, but eventually I'm going to have cargo and everything down here so that it's out of the way. I'm basically going to have giant cargo pods all the way around this thing. So I want that to be left open so that I can feed into it and basically have an area. So we'll have an area down here, which is where our docking point will most likely be. But we'll see how everything plays out. So do I have interiors? Yes, I do. Okay. So what I want to do is let's go ahead and grab our large cargo. And I want to see if there is a way for us. Will that fit there? Oh, that'll fit there. Oh. So if we get that there. Okay, so before we do anything else, we need to go anchor the reactor, because we don't want the very large reactor floating away from us here. And that's all you need to do to anchor it. And the reason I want to anchor it is because I'm about to remove. So we're about to see if everything goes dead. Nope, everything's good. Okay. So we're gonna do that. That's okay. All that matters is that it's there, and the reactor is now anchored once again. Oh, okay. That was actually that was probably the most nerve-wracking thing I've done up here so far. So I need construction, small tubes, motors. All right. Construction, small tubes, and motors. Right. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go plate. Let's drop all this stuff off. We need what, 40 of those, like 10 of those, and 20 of those, I believe. I think that's right. I may be short on the construction components. I can't remember if it's 40 or 50. Oh, it's 30. Even better. Look at that. Okay, so now that we have that in place, we can start placing our large cargo containers. Now, I'm trying to figure out. What I've been doing is trying to minimize this stuff as much as possible. Let me flip these over here. Alright. So this needs to be waypoint batteries. We're going to call it the waypoint battery group. I don't want to show up. And we're going to do semi-auto with that so that it takes the burden off of the reactor. Like I said, we have enough power coming in on solar that nothing is really draining us right now, so I'm not going to complain. Alright, so that's going to be a wall. So we're going to go... Do I have any plates? No, I put all my plates back. Of course. Can't do anything the easy way, can I? Alright. Okay, so let's go grab some plates really quick. We're going to need a lot of plates. So now I don't remember how much I brought up for supplies for this, so I may be kind of screwing myself over. But we're going to find out. So there we go. Okay, so we can get one there, which means we can put another one there. That actually is going to work out really well. I mean, that's pretty much exactly what I wanted. So we have a nice nest of large cargo containers. I think I brought enough parts up to make like 10 of these things, but I'm not sure. Alright, so we're just doing this for planning purposes. I may put a couple more over here, which will double anchor us into the asteroid. Well, actually, we're pretty well anchored into the asteroid. I don't think I need to worry too much about that. Our engines are off, right? Okay. I keep hearing the engines burn in. I'm like, oh, that must be... Because I keep thinking it's the shuttle over there, the orbital. But, alright. So, basically what we're going to do at this point is, I'm going to put in a refinery. Did I bring... Nope. See. Always plan ahead. What is it? Proper planning? Alright. There we go. Okay, so one of the things that I want to do with this is, that's for... Yeah. Is I want to put this beastie in so that it actually that's actually going to work out better than I had originally planned, I think. Can I get that one more over? I can. Since I can get that there, it means I can actually put a wall in. Which means we can put a conveyor. So, like I said, this is the early build base. It's not meant to be the long-term solution. So all we really need right now is to make sure that you've got one on that end, right? Yeah. Yes? Yes. Awesome. Yeah, so all we really need to do right now is to make sure that we have everything connected through together. And eventually we will end up expanding out. But like I said, I want to get just the fundamentals in here, which allows me to get, to basically bring things past, drop them off, get them refined, and get them down into the cargo pods, and be able to work from that. Once we have all of this fleshed out and done, we'll start putting in the hydrogen tanks as well as oxygen tanks. I've got a bunch of oxygen farms I still need to put in, and those I was going to put up on there. Well, crap. Alright, so I'm thinking what we might do then is I may put them here, but I need to pipe them in. How tall is that too tall? Yep, that's one block too tall. Alright, that is actually going to work in my favor then. Because what I want is you to go there. I think you're going there, right? See, now I need to check. Yes, that's right. Okay. Yes. You go in there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have this be our ceiling height, which is actually good, because what that means is that we can take out all of the stuff above this line, and that's where we'll be able to put in the oxygen generators, because we're going to actually use the solar generators so that we don't have to keep shipping ice up here. Now, the downside of that means is that we will only be getting oxygen and we will not be getting hydrogen. But it does mean that we'll be able to generate all the oxygen we need without having to worry about eating our hydrogen. So what I'll be able to do is put in just hydrogen tanks and then have a crap ton of these, because I think I've got enough for like 5 or 6 of them, which is enough for 2 people sitting in cryopods to basically not worry about oxygen. As long as there's solar power, we've got oxygen. And I'll probably put like 1 oxygen tank in just to stockpile, because I am paranoid and I like having everything be as redundant as possible. Because if you're going to engineer it, you want to over-engineer it. Alright, so let's go ahead. We got rid of you. Let's get rid of you. We want the oxy farms. Thank you. And you are there, so we want you up on end. Yeah. There you go. So we're going to have one there, one there, one there, one there. So because of the way that these things are set up, there's only one connector on the bottom, so we basically have to put a conveyor block under each of these things to tie them together. Now I could put them into a actual conveyor array and basically just have a bunch of pipes coming down that join up that go into a conveyor system, but it's just, honestly, it's easier to do it this way. And that should give me what I need for oxygen there. Really, really tempted to put some over on this side so that it's catching that way, but we will see how this works out. What do you need? You need a lot of glass and 20 tubes. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these things together, and we'll see how this goes. We've already got all the stuff that we need, but we need it, what, 20 tubes and a bunch of the glass, is that right? It's like 20 tubes and, whoa, hello, 60 glass. Yeah, so we need another 38 or 32 rather, sorry. Oh, a little tired. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic week. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone is if you're not at least having fun, that it's, you know, not too stressful for you. I know it's easy for me to say that. I get to play video games all day, right? Metal grid, construction, and computers. So 10 grids, 20 construction, 20 computers. Oh, so yeah, I had somebody ask me last week, you know, what... Oh yeah, 10 grids. Basically, what's it like to be a YouTuber and doing as much content and everything? So I tweeted out a pic of, you know, basically saying, this is what my weekends look like. And everybody, and the people who responded, I think, got a kick out of it. So it was a pretty funny conversation. Right, so what is your efficiency? There we are. How are you doing? 1.2 liters a minute, which gives us 5 liters per minute off of the 4, which is enough to keep us charged. Okay, that's good. Now we need to get all of these done. Let's see, interior plates. I need 20 interior plates, 30 components, 20 small tubes. So we're just going to go... We're going to grab that, we're going to grab that, and we're going to grab that. And that... Were those girders or tubes? Okay. I really need to put a mod in to change those graphics, because the graphics are just a little too closely resembling each other if you're not paying attention. So I need motors next. Okay, so construction components and motors. That's easy enough. And we can get rid of all this stuff. We can grab those. Let's just grab. I know I don't need that many, but I can use the rest of them up on the oxygen generator. And then this way, once we get everything done, these will be piped directly into the network there, which is good. And we'll be able to start sealing this thing off, which is what I'm kind of excited about. 1, 2, 3, there's 180 plates that are bulletproof glass that I still need. Do I have enough with me? Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh. So you've got everything you need. Oh, that's why. Alright. You've got everything. Okay. Let's go grab some more. Ooh, need to be careful with that. Slamming the ship at high speeds is not a good idea. Which is one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure we had the med bay here, so that we could regen if we needed, or respawn if we needed to. There. Alright, so I need another 43 to finish those off. Alright, let's move this stuff over. And then this should be the end of the really heavy crap. Everything else. So steel plates. So I need 60 tubes basically. And a bunch of steel plates. Alright, let's grab the steel tubes first. Oh, we're getting low on oxygen. I'm sitting here going, what's that chiming noise? That would be my oxygen telling me that I am dying. Okay. So how much of an impact? That is completely blocking that one. So what I may do is I may move that panel up and out over here. But first, we need to get a little bit of oxygen. Alright, so I'm going to keep working on these, get them set up, and I'll do a quick cut, and we will be right back. And we're back. And as you can see, I am finishing up a little bit of this wonderful build. Okay, so we have our assembler online. We just need to grab 20 steel tubes, which we have over there. And then this whole thing is piped together down to where we're just waiting on this wonderful little beast. Now, I did have to change a little bit of the design here. Basically, the assembler, originally I had it set so that it was face down. I moved it so that it would be rotated this way, and we're going to put a little connector in here. That'll tie the whole thing together, and then that ties everything from the reactor up to the oxygen farms into one system, which then also means that our cryo chamber is also fed into that same system. Oh, as a side note, I did put a little light in over here. it was so dark for a while. I actually had to put the lights in. I will probably put some more in once I get all of this stuff wired in. But I'm going to go ahead and say that is probably it for today's episode. When you come back, we should be a little bit further along. I'm definitely going to keep working on all this. I do need to go grab those tubes really quick. Oh, man. It's been a long, long day. Alright, so I need, what, 20 of those? I think that's it, right? And then I just need to put the conveyor block, or the, not the conveyor block, but the conveyor tube right there, which is going to require steel plates that I don't have on me. I have to go get some more steel plates. So anyway, all that said and done, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to throw them down in the section below the video. I do my best to get back to you in a timely manner, but if I don't make it, I apologize in advance. Nothing personal, I just ran out of time, and I am out of time, so I'm out of here. If you're new, I do ask that you subscribe, as the likes and subscriptions do help the channel grow, and yeah, it's just a nice thing to do for a YouTuber, so even if you've done something nice today, there's nothing that says you can't do something more, right? Anyway, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope to see you back here next time for some more Space Engineers. And as always, folks, take care. Be safe out there, everybody. Oh, this is going to be a long trip back. Actually, how much hydrogen do we have in these tanks? Whoa, that's not good. Oh, yes. Oh, we're almost 50%. That's not too bad. We should have enough to get back safely. I mean, we really are just throwing ourselves at the planet, so...